CapCut is not just a TikTok edit anymore. It's a full content creation tool. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, this tool can be used. If you are creating content in 2025 and you are not using CapCut, meaning you are missing a lot. It is a free software, easy to use, and it's creating videos in a very fast moment compared to how we used to use professional software such as Adobe Premiere Pro. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to edit fast using CapCut, how to edit a video that can get noticed even if you've never edited a video before, how to use transition, how to use captions, effects, and trending edit. If you're a small business owner, watch this video for you to gain the editing skills that will help you to boost your business, level up your skill set. Okay, so what you have to do first is to launch your CapCut. So this is my CapCut interface, and you click on create. Yeah, so this is the CapCut interface. So we have already created our project, even though we have not given any name. So what you have to do for us to give a name to our project is just click Ctrl S for us to name the project. Okay, so this is my CapCut interface. So what I have to do is I have to import some media. I'll take this particular one. I'll take this, and then this. Okay, it's just an example for you to see how the editing is done. So I'll drag these 3 clips to this one, and then I'll put them over here. Okay, so these are my 3 clips. So I have the 3556, 3557, and then 3558. So meaning this is the first clip, second clip, and the third clip. Okay, in a scenario where whereby we have a lot of clips to use and we have to organize them, what you have to do is to create a folder. So we right click around here and then we create folder. So we are going to name this folder. I'm just going to create one, so I'll delete one. So right click and then rename. I will name it, say my clips. Okay, I'll save, then I'll put all these ones inside. Just put all these ones inside. So over here in this particular section, we can create as many folders as we can for us to just organize our work. So what you have to do is to just open the folder for us to get access to our various clips. So what we'll do is I will drag the first clip, which is the 56. I'll drag it over here. So after dragging it here, it has to show up. So after dragging it here, it has to show up in the player section, because that's where you have the preview of what you are doing. All right, so what you have to do is you have to edit the first clip, right? So let's try to maximize for us to see how it's going on. So we can see from here, I was not talking, no one is talking here. Okay, so no one is talking here. Let me try to find out where I start talking. Okay, so now I start talking over here. Okay, so now I'm going to cut. What is the tool you use to cut? You can just come over here, or you use the shortcut, which is Ctrl B. Here. So if I press on this one, it will now cut. So you see, this is one clip, this is the second clip. So the one that I don't need, I can delete it. So I will click on delete, it is gone, right? And I'll also go to the end to see where I'm not talking. Okay, so let's say from here. Okay, so from here I stop talking. I'll also come and delete it. So I have this particular clip which I can also delete, right? The same thing will be done on the other side. Okay, so to actually make the thing short, let me just remove the other clips for us to be fast. All right, so I have the clip of what 29 seconds actually. So after I've deleted the useless parts of my clip, what I have to do is I have to work on the colors. So you select the clip and then you look for adjustment. You can come to adjust, you can click on adjust. Okay, on adjust we have the colors. This is where we can work on the colors. And when you scroll down, you notice something. We have this gold tabs. Okay, so what it means is that because I'm using the free version, that's why I have this gold, you know, this sign or symbol, I don't know, whatever I call it. It's just a sign. So if I were to be using a paid version, I wouldn't have, you know, had this one and stuff, right? So you can just skip it. The goal is not to be using this one. It's just a way to brush you through, and then you yourself, the more you'll be practicing, you know, you'll get to discover more other tools and stuff. All right, so here we have the colors. What you have to do, I want to more light, so I'll come to the lightness. I'll come to the lightness. I'll increase the exposure. I can use 10. I think 10 will be enough, just to add light to it. And then highlights as well, small, say 5. And then I can also use contrast, a little bit of contrast. So I have shadow. No, I don't need to create a shadow. I have more of whitening. No, I can reduce to maybe, okay, let me increase it to 4. Okay, so yeah, the clarity effect, let me use it, you know, or just leave it the way it is. So let me come here. So I'll try to increase a little bit. Okay, let me just maintain the 0. All right, so actually this particular section, this is where you be working on colors and stuff. So now that I'm done using the colors, what I have to do is, let's say, adding the text. How can I add the text on this particular clip? What I have to do is I'll just come to text. Okay, I'll add text to this image. So you can see this is the text. When you select it, it shows over here. So you can write anything you want. Let's say, welcome to CAPCUT. Okay, so this is where you select your font, or you just click here for you to get the list. Simple. Yeah, okay, let me take this one. And then the font size can be increased or it can be reduced. Right, so you can use it like this, and then you can also scroll down. This is the color. If I want to change the color, you just click over here, it will change. Let's say if I want to take something like this, yeah, just leave it, and then yeah, you have the style that you want. It can be like this, like with this color and stuff. So you just press over here, you have more styles that you can use. If you want, you can select this one. Okay, when you scroll down, we have color that we can change. We can change it to something different. We can change something different. Okay. So basically this is where you work on the colors related to your text. All right, so there's also a way to, let's say, add an effect on this particular text. To animation. So here we have the various animation. So I can decide to pick this one. Some are free, some are paid ones. So I decided to take this one for instance. Now you see we are having this animation. Okay, so basically this is how it is done. If you want to add effect, let's say, okay, I want to take the first clip, okay, and then add effect. So this is the first clip, this is the second clip. You just come and add effects over here. This one for instance is free. So if I select this, yeah, so you can see that the first clip is having a particular transition. So basically this is how you do the transition with CapCut. So we can come to caption, for instance. So caption is about generating the text. So you click on caption. The caption in CapCut is a bit easier compared to the CapCut in Adobe Premiere Pro. So here we have the language, and then you just click on generate. So now it's going to generate. So now you can see here I have everything. So if I click over here, you see I'm having the caption over here. All right, so this is actually how you can generate caption in CapCut. And we can also change the font of the caption. What you have to do is just select one caption, okay, and then you come to this side and you look for the font. Which font do we need? Let's click on this. We can look for this particular font, and then we can also increase size more. If we wish, we can create it to 10 or 11. So let's put it 10. So the moment you change on one clip, it affects the rest of the captions. So that's the benefit of having the caption in CapCut. There are scenarios whereby we want, let's say, a background, a black a font or stuff. So we just come to go to library, for instance, if you need some black background. So this is where we have all the backgrounds that we may need. Okay, so we just click on the background. So this is where we have all the background. So if I want a background, let's say a blue, I'll just drag it to the side, but I cannot use it because it's a paid one. Okay, we also have green screen. If I want to do something with a green background, this is where I have to come for them. Yeah, so we also have some transitions over here, and then, as you know, some of the transition are paid ones and some of the transition are free. There's also a way to download the transition, on Google, and then we just come and import them over here. So this is actually where we have some of the sceneries. It just depends on what you want to achieve, but like you have them all. But then for you to be able to achieve this, you need to be connected to the internet. If you're not connected, you wouldn't have these sceneries or background loaded. Yeah, so this is the library section. So another thing which is very important is the audio. For instance, you can see here I'm having this message, right? So if I want to add an effect, let's say sound effect, so that when the message is coming, it will bring some sound. What I have to do is I'll have to come to audio, and then I'll look for a sound. I'll look for sound effect. So these are music if I want to add music, but I would rather go in sound effect. So I'll click, let's try something over here. I don't know. Okay, so I can use this one. Okay, so I've actually added. If you want to add, you click on the plus. So my sound has been added. So right now if I have to play the video, you realize that the moment this text message comes, the sound will also come. All right, so it's now working. Here are the stickers. If you want to use a sticker, you say something and you want to add a sticker, you just bring into this particular ones and stuff. Yeah, that's all. Everything is pretty easier over here compared to Adobe Premiere Pro, as I said, because it is designed to ease the work. What used to take hours in Adobe Premiere Pro would take some few minutes. Something about the video editing is not just about mastering it at once. You need to be consistent at creating scenario, editing and stuff. So the more you edit, the more experience and hands-on the editing that you gain. In fact, talking about the shortcut, where do you find the shortcut over here? Because the shortcut is also a way to speed up work and then save time. What you have to do is just come to this place. When you click, you have the list of the shortcuts over here. You have the list of the shortcut. So it's not something that you have to read and memorize, right? But over time, as you keep on working with the environment and stuff, you get used to that, and then over a certain period of time, that if I want to cut, this is what I have to do. If I want to zoom in, this is what I have to do. If I have to zoom out, this is the shortcut. Okay, so here we have all the shortcuts. All right, there's so many things that you can do with CapCut, but you cannot have so lengthy video, otherwise you also be tired in watching this kind of video and stuff. But you can let me know in the comment section what you would like us to treat when it comes to video editing using CapCut. I'll be glad to shoot another video where I will explain further. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if it's not yet done, like the video, and also share the video to the maximum. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.